Genesis chapter 37. And Jacob dwelt in the land where his father sojourned, in the land of Canaan. And these are the generations of Jacob. And Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the sheep with his brethren, being a youth with the sons of Bala and with the sons of Zelpha, the wives of his father. And Joseph brought to their father their evil report. And Israel loved Joseph beyond all his sons, because he was a son of old age to him, and he made him a coat of many colors. And his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, and they hated him, and could not speak peaceably to him. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and reported it to his brethren, and they hated him yet more. And he said to them, "Hear this dream which I have dreamed. I thought we were binding sheaves in the field, and behold, my sheaf rose and stood upright, and your sheaves turned and did obeisance to my sheaf." And his brethren said to him, "Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us?" And they hated him yet more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed another dream, and told it to his father and to his brethren, and said, "Behold, I have dreamed another dream, and behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars did obeisance to me." And his father rebuked him, and said to him, "What is this dream which thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come and do obeisance to thee upon the earth?" And his brethren envied him, but his father kept the saying in his mind. And his brethren went to feed the sheep of their father to Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, "Do not thy brethren feed the sheep in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee to them." And he said, "Behold, I am here." And he said to him, "Go and see if thy brethren and the sheep are well, and bring me word." And he sent him out of the valley of Shebron. And he came to Shechem. And a man found him wandering in the plain. And the man asked him, saying, "What seekest thou?" And he said, "I seek my brethren. Tell me where they feed their flocks." And the man said, "They are departed hence, for I heard them saying, Let us go to Dothaim." And Joseph went after his brethren, and found them in Dothaim. And they saw him from afar off, before he drew nigh to them. And they wickedly devised against him to slay him. And they said, each to his brother, "Behold, the dreamer comes. Now then come, let us slay him, and cast him into one of these pits. And we will say, An evil beast has devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams." And Reuben, having heard it, delivered him out of their hands, and said, "Let us not kill him." And Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, but lay no hand upon him, that he might deliver him out of their hands, and restore him to his father." And it came to pass, when Joseph came to his brethren, that they stripped Joseph of his coat, the coat of many colors that was upon him. And they took him and cast him into the pit, and the pit was empty. It had no water. And they sat down to eat bread, and having lifted up their eyes, they saw. And behold, Ishmaelites came from Galaad, and their camels were laden with spices, and resin, and myrrh. And they were going to carry them down to Egypt. And Judah said to his brethren, "What profit is it if we slay our brother, and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to these Ishmaelites, and let not our hands be upon him. For he is our brother and our flesh." And his brethren listened. And the Midianite merchants passed by, and they drew and lifted Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of gold. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. And Reuben returned to the pit, and saw not Joseph in the pit, and he rent his garments. And he returned to his brethren, and said, "The child is not, and I, whither shall I go?" And they took the coat of Joseph and killed a kid of the goats and stained the coat with the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors and brought it to their father and said, "This have we found. Know whether it be thy son's coat or not." And he acknowledged it and said, "It is my son's coat. An evil beast has devoured him. A wild beast has taken Joseph." And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth on his loins and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and daughters came to comfort him, but he would not be comforted, but said, "I will go down to the grave mourning for my son." And his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar's, the eunuch of Pharaoh, chief of the guard. That concludes this chapter. Please click Next to continue.